Good morning, good morning. Do, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Welcome to a daily dose of joy. Daily dose of joy. Oh. My rest and digest system is clearly activated. Breathing in this beautiful spring morning. And our time we are so worthy of. To use our microdosing habits, our joyful habits. This morning we're going to laugh and share a little bit of Whoopsie Daisy stories. Oh my gosh, life is so full of juicy good bits and so full of laughter opportunities. They're everywhere. And a funny one is, we're all different. And I, like you can hear how loud my yawn is. It's very uninhibited at this point. It's like a source of pride. Like, I yawn. So I was having dinner with a group of friends. It's got kind of late. It was, it was an evening together, and I yawned like that, and it brought up all of these stories because the person across the table, we were playing a game. And she's like, wow, that's a very, I forget what word she used, but basically, that's a very dramatic yawn. Like, it's very audible and, full. I think she says, like, it's a very full-bodied yawn or something like that. Oh, but it's what feels so good to me. And so it made me think of all the other times when people have commented on this. I just get really in my body and I don't take any of it for granted. Like, this feels good. So that's usually accompanied by sounds of satisfaction and gratitude. So I do the same thing when I eat. And, it seems like talking about my yawn now, I can't stop. It definitely happens to me. It's a bit of a Pavlovian response. Okay, but I'm not talking about yawning. I'm talking about how much I savor and enjoy a meal. And so it is not unusual for me to take a bite of something and go, oh, that's so good. My son's take on this is, Mom, stop making out with your food. He gets big props for that one. So that's a running joke between us now. I'm like, oh, I'm getting, this Caesar salad is top drawer. I'm getting ready to make out with my food. So just get ready. Contain your teenage sensitivities. I guess Mom's gonna make some noise. Oh. So I'm not the only one in my family who audibly shows appreciation for things. So when I hug my dad, oh, he gives the best hugs. And his hugs are with his deep chest, but he makes this sound like this. And, oftentimes I'll go, Let's get a hug and sink into it. Ooh, I just love it. And he has a sweet aside here is that he said when he was growing up, our family farm had some horses on it then. And he said the stallions would come up to the mares, to their faces, and nuzzle their faces and make this big, deep, bellow-chested sound. And that's something he just and he does it with everybody. And if he just hugs us up and makes these real resonant sounds, so great. So I come by these things honestly. But the whoopsie daisy is when this kind of reaches a crescendo. We were on a little mini road trip last week. Was it just last week or the week before? Traveled out of town for a family thing. And my parents came by and picked me up because we were going to all ride together. And my house was on the way out of town. So Dad was like, I'll drive. And so he drove up to the house. I jumped in the car. We got going. And we stopped at like a little mini mart, kind of very, very rural gas station. And so we're all getting gas and using the restroom. Dad's coming out of the men's room and I'm getting ready to go into the women's room. And I see my dad. I'm like, Dad, because usually when we greet each other, we hug. Well, it happens now that like our first being able to hug is in this hallway of this mini mart gas station. I'm like, Dad, and it's like, baby girl, and he just, So we're in this hall. We also hug for a long time. And we're making all these noises and hugging. And this burly, big truck driver comes around the corner and is like, whoa, whoa. Like, whoopsie daisy. And so I'm like, hey, Dad, I'll see you in the car. Move on. It was such a funny whoopsie daisy. Did all the full resonant sounds of enjoying our life. I'm celebrating this morning with you guys. That fun whoopsie daisy story. I mean, it was such a funny look on my God's face and such an odd place for two people to be standing hugging. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Hopefully some of these yawns are contagious for you this morning, and between that and the laughter, you're feeling a little more openness, a little more ease. Let's take 3 solidarity breaths together. May today surprise and delight us. May we love our lives. May we love ourselves more deeply today. And may we have some fun. Thanks for being here. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye.